here it is. This thing looks awesome. Kind of digging the color. You know, this was actually sold as a 74, but I could tell that it's a 79 because of the way that it is. The grill here is kind of the big giveaway. 77, 78 had the park lights up here. Early 79s had the round headlight, and then late 79s had the dual headlights. Let's check this thing out. Actually, let's verify the year. We can look inside the door frame here. All right. Dodge Fierago Plymouth DeSoto. Sure, it's one of those. Anyway, D3, of course, that's the 300 model. We got a T in here, which is the engine code. That's a 364 barra, that's great. Right after that is the year. We got a 9, so 1979. But that's just the door here. We can verify on the cab as well. Yeah, so here we can see 1178. So it was manufactured in late 78, so this would have been an early 79, as we saw from the front end there. And this is really interesting. I just found this tag here. Kentucky State Parks, and that looks factory. So this was originally a Kentucky State Park truck. Explains the green, well, everything, basically. I don't know what they used it for with the cab and chassis, but let's check out this record bed. It looks pretty cool. So this is a very sought after third generation Dodge pickup. Pretty big kind of era for Dodge. 73, of course, they kind of pioneered the extended cab. They called it a club cab, just more room in the cab with some jump seats. And then 74, they offered the 440 in the light duty trucks, which was wildly popular. And you got the Dynatrac, which was the new dual 10,000 pound rear, which became really popular on a cab and chassis truck. This one being a state park truck, I don't know what it was. Flatbed, dump truck, not quite sure. I can obviously tell you it was converted to a tow truck at some point, painted white and then painted green again. Thunderbird right there. Oh, yeah, it hits you. It's like a gym sock full of abscess teeth, but that's fine. Why is everything so exploded? Oh, the dash. You know, Dodge dash, they last. They're really good. This one seems to have survived as well. Of course, you got the Manuel windows. They work really good. This is all here. Was originally a manual, which is nice. It wasn't converted or anything like that. 56,000 miles. No, more like 1,056,000 easily, based on the pedals and whatnot. Also, the armrest is really neat. It's just got screws, and that way you don't fall asleep. Ouch. Get to work. Ouch. Well, we got V8-age, tell you that right now. Looks pretty complete, actually. I mean, the belts are rotten, and it's dirtier than a Miley Cyrus video, but it's all here. We got lightning hoses still in here, fuel make it happener, electro-digital ignition. Great. I really like the electricities. Custom battery box, so you know that'll work great. I mean, it looks to be pretty complete. So the next step is, well, we got to figure out how to hotwire this thing. Now. Oh, broke my can opener off in it. Great. That's fine. Up a creek with 2 paddles. We're gonna use some help here. I got Matt, the guy that runs the yard. He's gonna take the skid steer and push me, get this thing down on some level ground where we can work on it. Mainly get the tires and wheels off, get it up on jack stands. Good. That saved me like, I don't know, 13 days of the old jack handles, you know what I mean? We're gonna try it on the front as well. Also pushing jacks and gravel. Not very conducive. Go ahead. That's good. Thank you.
Yep.
First order of business, get these tires off the truck, get them down to the tire shop, get some new rubber on them. Hopefully all these come loose. These are big guys. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They're 300 years old, minimum. Yep. No broken studs. That's a huge win. Full of dirt daubers. That's weird. Yeah. I think we had some toasty digital parts. So what we're going to be doing here is putting in a Mopar electronic ignition kit. And basically this would be something you'd use to go from like a point style if you're upgrading to the electronic ignition. I'm just using the kit because I got a new pigtail here. And we're going to replace the ECU as well. This one has gotten really hot, as we could tell from all the burned wiring and stuff in here as well. Since we're going to be hot wiring it anyway, we could just bypass all of this old, burnt, rotten, melted mess and just create a ignition system on the side. We'll have a toggle switch for ignition on and then a push button for start, obviously. But this will allow us just to lay in all new wiring for this puppy here, and then hopefully we should have a spark. Mopar, no car, they say. Well, give me no car then. I'll walk. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now we gotta make sure the button works. I guess we can test that. Yes! Perfect! Yes! Even better. Well, how could that be? Oh, the PTO is engaged. You could tell because the hook just dropped 17 feet. Put a new filter in it, dropped oil. I think we'll throw some sparkulators in it, read on them, see what they're looking like. Tells us a lot about how the engine, you know, ran poorly when parked. It's running on at least 6 cylinders though. How many you need? Whoa. We'll just pretend we didn't see that. Next, I'm gonna take this old fuel, make it happen or off. We got a El Cheapo replacement. Swap them out quick. We got a fuel system rigged in here, a little tiny tank, but what I'm gonna do is actually use the digital clicky-clacky here, fire it into the battery, and we could prime not only the pump, but hopefully try to push some through and fill the bowl as well. See what happens. It's alive, it's running. Rocker bed works. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yep. Looks like the tires just arrived. Let's go check these out. Perfect. This is exactly what I had in mind. 235 85 16s. So they're gonna be skinny enough to run duals, but I like this aggressive tread pattern. A little bit of sidewall bite. You know, the tow capacity just went up 8,000 pounds. Awesome. That's gonna look fantastic. Oh yeah. Gonna put some ice cube juice in it here. Get this thing fired back up this morning and heat it up. Hopefully the head gaskets are good and it stays cool. We got quite a ways to go back to the shop, so if it can't stay cool here in the scrapyard, it definitely ain't gonna stay cool on the highway. New battery. This one's got more juice than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Spinning a little faster, you know? Oh, much better with that new starter and battery. The whole thing runs pretty good. Now we'll let it heat up. Once the thermostat opens, it'll start circulating, and then we can start looking for leaks. Thermostat opened. Also good news, it runs terribly bad. On 7. Maybe 6. But this one in the back here, according to the heat gun, it's only firing about 58% of the time. Got a massive vacuum leak somewhere. Haven't been able to track it down. Probably the intake gaskets that are covered in dirt and acorns and dirt daubers. So that's good. It is, you know, running though. Clutch works. So I guess we're winning-ish thus far. Oh, and it's not charging. Great.